viewers, welcome back to 1000 Steps activity video. This is Sharat Kumar here, economics faculty from Shakthi International School. So in this video, I'm continuing the limitations of GDP. Okay, so in the last video, we have discussed about some of the loopholes, what we could see in GDP, why we can't consider it as a right index of economic welfare. We are continuing the rest of the limitations over here. So let's proceed further. I hope that you could able to see the screen sharing over here. My last video I was just fine. Non-monetary exchanges, distribution of GDP and change in prices. These are some limitations we have discussed. In this video, I'm going to discuss the fourth limitations, what we could see in GDP, that is externalities. This is quite interesting, and even this is most important from examination point of view. So externalities, what does that mean, externalities? Why this is not being considered as a part of GDP? Okay, let's try to understand what is this GDP. Let's try to understand what is this externalities. Here externalities nothing but some of the benefits or harms. The benefits or harms of an activity which been caused by a firm or an individual. Okay, for that they are not going to be paid or penalized. Okay, such kind of activities will be treated as an externalities. So if you take that as a matter, there are so many harms and benefits will be taken place in an economy by an individual and firm. For that, nothing being paid as well as nothing being penalized. Okay, so in this externality, we could see positive externalities and negative externalities. The positive externalities nothing but those activities which resulted in benefits to others, that could be treated as positive externalities. Those activities which resulted in harms to others, that could be treated as negative externalities. You could see they have given some examples of negative as well as positive externalities. Some of the pollutions caused by industrial plants, so which is literally creating a problem to the welfare. So that could be treated as negative externalities. When it comes to a positive externalities, they given an example of public parks. By public parks, the people who are getting pleasure. So for those activities, nothing being paid. Okay, that could be treated as a positive externality. Why? Because it is giving some positive effect on health. Okay, you could quote some more examples for your better understanding. So these kind of externalities cannot be considered as a part of GDP. This area is totally neglected by the GDP. Okay, so we have the next one, that is rate of population growth. So when you measuring the growth of GDP, they never consider growth of population. Okay, so just take this as an example. So whatever the rate of GDP growth might happen in an economy, if the population growth rate is double of that, by the time it is totally meaningless, whatever the growth may happen in GDP. Okay, so growth rate of population need to be curbed. Okay, so but when you are measuring or when you are analyzing the GDP without the growth of population, it won't give a true picture of an economy. Okay, so that area has been totally neglected, because so when there is an increase in population growth, obviously per capita availability of goods and services will decline. Okay, this will adversely affect the economic welfare. This is another limitation we could see in a GDP. From these 5 limitations, so we could say that GDP is not the satisfactory measure of economic welfare. Okay, but even though till now they are considering GDP as a index of economic welfare. I hope this discussion was informative for you all. Let me try to meet you with another video. Till that time, take care. Thank you.